Hello Smash Bros fans, welcome to another episode of a Smash Bros Let's Play. Today we're going to be doing classic mode, so let's get right in. So you start out choosing your difficulty. It's on a scale from 0 to 9. Obviously the higher the number, the more difficult it is. And the higher the difficulty, the more rewards you get. Okay, so this is the playboard. It's different from past versions of Super Smash Bros. This one you actually get to choose which characters you fight next. Which are represented by trophies, and then you can kind of see the stage on the floor. So since this version of Smash Bros. Can have up to 8 players, you can have a lot more people that you're fighting in classic mode. So in this first one, we're fighting I guess Lucario's on my team because me and Grandma Puckett, aka Sam, are doing a co-op classic, which is an option. You can also do solo as well. So, looks like we're battling against Villager, Jigglypuff, Ganondorf, Falco. Max, or XX Hardman, has actually been playing as Jigglypuff a lot. Really getting that aerial game down. Jigglypuff's forward and back aerials are especially good. So, if you've never played Smash Bros, Classic mode is basically where you just go through a series of stages where you're fighting other computer players, and in this version, they can have custom parts that they actually have equipped. And custom parts, are those alternate specials that you can unlock for each and every character. Okay, so at the end of the round, you get some rewards. Again, the higher the difficulty you're on, the harder it is, obviously, but the more rewards that you get. New custom moves, equipment, trophies, that kind of stuff. Also, I forgot to mention this roulette thing. The spinner, as you are looking at what characters you're battling, you can get a lot of the same things that you win from winning the match, such as custom parts, equipment. You can also get gold. Stuff like that, and just whichever one you stop on is obviously whatever you get. And then there's also a multiplier saying how many of those items that you'll receive. So at the top of the screen we have this Global Smash Power. So Global Smash Power is a new a new rating system, I guess, in the new Smash Bros. It's kind of for online leaderboards kind of stuff. So it just kind of ranks how well you do, and it actually is not a kind of numerical score. It's kind of like your position. So see, right now we're at 9. Oh, see, it keeps going because whatever number you have at that Global Smash Power is how many players you outrank. So we currently, outrank over 10,000 players right now on this classic mode. Yeah, I mean, so I mean, in there's several different modes: classic, home run contest, target blast, multi-man, which each have their own Global Smash Power. As you can see displayed here. So now we're at over 12,000. And I'm not sure if it's for each difficulty or if it's just for the classic mode in general that we outrank 12,000 other players. And I'm not sure how they rate that, because it seems like almost every time you hit someone, you outrank more players. So that's interesting. You can also have a total Global Smash Power of all the modes kind of conglomerated. So this stage is Windy Hill Zone from the Sonic games. I really like the music on this stage. I'm not a fan of the rock kind of songs that are on this stage, but I'm a fan of this one on right now. I believe it's called Rooftop Run. Some of the songs on this stage are really catchy, and I like. So as you can see, all the other computers have only 1 life, but you are given 2 lives. And if you lose both lives in a single round, then you can continue, but you lose some of the rewards you've gained and it like forcefully lowers your difficulty by about half a difficulty level. So if you're playing on difficulty 7 and you lose both lives, then um, then you lose some of your rewards, and then your difficulty is lowered to 6.5, and obviously then you can't get as many rewards anymore. But luckily, each round you don't carry over damage to each round, as you might have noticed. If you lose one life in a round, you'll gain that one back again in the next round. So you'll start each and every round with 2 lives at 0%. So this one that we just knocked off, that Luigi, is like your rival, and there's a little tag that labeled him as our rival. And rivals, I think, are a bit stronger and more intelligent than other computers that you fight in classic mode. And I can't remember if it's the sooner you fight, if it's either the sooner you fight your rival or the later you fight your rival, the more rewards you get. I think it might be later, because I think as you're playing, the rival is kind of like learning how you play. So I think if you wait till later to fight it, it'll be harder and you'll get more rewards for beating it. I'm not exactly sure. So you've obviously probably noticed that the items are on in Classic. Like, I got a Final Smash last round with Yoshi. So you may be wondering if it's a competition between you and the other player if you're doing co-op, but it really isn't. You're working together. I know a lot of co-op kind of games, you're at the same time as working together, you're also kind of competing to get more scores. And while you can do that in like Rival Smash, which is a multi-man Smash mode, or home run contest and stuff like that, you actually are trying to get a higher score than your opponent. But in this case, when you're playing with another human, then you're helping each other. So after you clear that first thing of fighters off, I forgot to say this, that you get another kind of set of fighters, and these ones have alternate colors and more custom moves. Custom moves are more common, and obviously I think they're a bit harder than the computers you fight in the first set. Me and Sam were talking about how we do not get how this is an 8-player stage. It kind of seems like some stages were meant to only be maybe 5 or 6 players, but they just include a set amount of stages when you have more than 4 players at all. So maybe this stage was meant for only 5 or 6 players, but it's still playable when you have 8. So that's just interesting, to say the least. So I've heard that Yoshi is kind of shaping up to be a top tier character. I'm assuming it's because of his aerials. So his aerials are really good, and his second jump has super armor, which is when someone hits you, you don't flinch. So if you jump, Yoshi will keep on jumping with his second jump. And so after you clear off that second set of fighters, you go into a multi-man smash that you're doing. And they're a lot easier to launch than other fighters, just because you have to fight about 20 of them. So I'm actually recording this audio after we recorded the video. The game capture software I'm using is able to record commentary while we're recording, and that's what I tried to do. But after I went back to go edit the video, I couldn't find the commentary, the audio track of us talking. But then when I did, like, the pitch was super deep, and I turned it up. I turned the pitch up in GarageBand so it sounded normal. But then it was just it sounded really annoying. There were all these annoying clicks and stuff. So I'll try to get that fixed in the next couple ones so that you can actually hear what we're saying in the moment. Also, that thing I just got on that roulette is a crazy order pass. I'll talk about that later in probably another video. Just because I want to talk about this last round. You fight Master Hand and Crazy Hand. And rather than having like percent and you trying to launch them, they just have HP. And the higher your difficulty, the more HP they have. And I like in this installments of Smash Bros, they have a lot more moves and they work together on a lot of moves. And based on your difficulty level, as you'll see in a minute, you'll also fight more forms of what's called the Master Core. You'll see it in a, or I guess we didn't. I don't think we played this one on a high enough difficulty, but basically the Master Core is this swirling black mass that just takes these different forms. Like if you're on a high difficulty, it'll take one form, I think, and then a higher difficulty, it'll take two, a higher three, and then there's this thing called the Master Fortress. I don't know. Anyways, hopefully we'll have a higher difficulty. So when you beat Classic, you'll get the character trophies for whatever characters you played with. That's the only way to collect them. And then it goes into this credits mode. Basically, the only reason for it is when you hit the little credit names, you uncover a little bit of the picture. I just skipped over it because it's actually really boring. And it's really hard to get the whole picture. So usually I've decided during the credits I see how many times I can self-destruct myself. Self-destruct. So it'll kind of give you a final summary of what you did during the credits. And then at the end you get a little short video of your character, which is kind of fun, and then it tells you what some of the important items that you gained. So anyways, that's classic mode for you. Thanks for watching. We're definitely going to upload more Smash Bros. Videos. There's so much to cover, so many modes. So I'll see you next time.